mixed scatter items. Again, a bit like the room items, a bit like the street items, this is a really busy sheet with lots of things on it, okay? So, some of these things you've seen before, okay? So I won't need to go through everything with you. And I'll give you some examples. You've got the dumpster here, okay? We've already seen the dumpster. I've showed you how to put it together. The best thing about this sheet is the fact that you get 2 dumpsters on there, okay? Which is just fantastic because these look really, really cool in your setups, okay? So you've already seen the dumpster sheet, okay? If you've looked at the street items, I do believe so again, I'm not going to show you how to put that together because that's nice and simple. You've got the fridges as well. I've showed you how to put the fridges together already, so I'm not going to show you how to put those together. They are fantastic. What have we got here that we haven't? Everything else I think is new. So I'm going to start with these big aircon units. Okay, and again, these are really cool. Bit of a thin slot, fat slot going on there, so it'd be interesting. And actually thin slot, fat slot. So I'm going to line the fat slot up with the here, with the, see if I line that, that's got quite a wide slot on it. If I line that up with that wide slot, it's very, very loose. Okay, but these are double. So if I line the wide one up with the thinner slot, then because of one is thinner, I get this really nice fit onto this here. Actually, before I do that, I'm just going to bend this over a little bit. Okay, because you've got these lovely little half cuts here. So I'm going to line the thin slot with the fat slot, pop that in there, and that should actually put this in this side as well. And these little aircon units are really good. They look good anywhere. They look great in the shanty town because that's the sort of thing that you're going to need. But they also, I mean, they look particularly good on a roof. And again, fat slot here, line it up with a thin slot, so you get a tighter fit. And in fact, that's very tight. Probably might even adjust that, but I'm just going to push it in like so. Lovely. I'm really happy with that. Put that in there a little bit further. There, and then you've got this little air conditioning unit, and you get 2 of those. Looks great on the roof. Okay, 2 of those on that sheet. And then we've got this little guy that no one really saw because it's such a complicated little piece that we wasn't sure we could tool it, but we had a go and it worked. So now you're going to get it. Okay, but again, it's one that you need to have a look at and make sure that, you know, you might need to adjust the odd slot here and there just to get that fit as best as you possibly can. Let's see how far I get not adjusting it. Okay, bit of a fat slot there. I'm going to line that up with a thin slot here. That gives a really nice fit. So I need to kind of do fat slot there. There's a thinner slot on this side, so I line that up with there. That kind of tends to work. And I'll do the same on this side. Yes, that's it, like that. So that gives me these 2 sort of end caps. Okay, like so. And so you end up with this little sort of rectangular thing here, which is just by itself pretty cool. Then you've got these 2 smaller bits, and you're going to stick those in as well, lining up thin and fat slot. Okay, so pop this then, the actual vent part of it, you put it in the top and you push it down so it rests on these 2 internal parts in there. Might need to turn it a little bit first and then slot it in, and it should be a tight fit. And when you put that in a tight fit, it kind of forces everything out, and that is kind of in itself keeps everything in place, which is really good. So you push that in there like that, and that's it. You get this solid little vent. This looks great on the roof, okay, as well, but especially in the shanty town. A bit of blue tack on here, stick it against the wall on a shanty town, and it looks like a really, you know, sort of futuristic style, post-apocalyptic sort of air vent, as it were. Fantastic, you know, air scrubber, whatever. Okay, it's probably copyrighted. So what have we got left on here that needs assembly? We've got these little chairs here. Okay, 2 of these office chairs, your classic office wheelie chair. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, so you take your chair and seat part, pop that over here like so. You then take these parts here, which are kind of your wheelie bits, make the stand. Okay, and it should leave the chair at a little bit of an angle, the seat at a little bit of angle, which is fantastic, and that gives you a little office chair. Same for that one as well. And again, kids blue felt tip pen to edge around there, and that just blends that seat padding in really, really nicely. Boom, put that over there. Not a lot really left on here except for the signage. So we've got various cool signage on here, and the signage really brings your city or your shanty town to life, and there's a lot of signage on here. So Hawthorne Grill, as seen on the Kickstarter. We've also got Casino Royale, okay, because the diner or the grill, which you'll see in one of the other videos, is kind of a reversible. It can become a kind of a casino type setup. So we've got that one. We've got Trick and Cheat, the Claw Store. Okay, we've got the Winchester Arms, of course we have, and we've got the Purple Plants Store. But unfortunately the L's fallen off, so it says Purple Pants Store. No idea why. Then we've got a little one. We've got these now. These ones you just blue tack on. Okay. Then we've got these ones here, which are kind of your. They got the little hooks on it, so you can put those. You've got a food sign. You've got BS Mart, Battle Systems Mart, for when we have our huge shop selling our terrain. Okay. For the shanty town as well, or anywhere really on the city as well. You've got these lovely sort of Chinese kind of character signs, which give the shanty town a really cool look. We've got a medical sign, and we've obviously got people need to go to the toilet as well. Okay, so we've got those as well. Last but not least are just a couple of really simple things which are really cool. We've got these sewer counters here, and you just put those in the street, and they just look really good, give you a bit of depth to the game, but also really good objectives. You can have someone go down one, come up another, for example, if you want to hide your miniatures or allow your miniatures to go through a sewer underneath. In fact, why not take our dungeon sewer terrain as well to do that? Then you've got underneath, if someone does lift it up and open it, you've got the text to show that it's open. Finally, bing, 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 you've got these little bits here. Oh, I actually broke something for once. There you go. Well, not really. Okay, so you've got these little parts. These literally are just, you can board a window or a door up with these. Little blob of blue tack on there, and that just adds that derelict kind of style to some of your buildings if you want to. That's it. Again, another really busy sheet, but a really cool one. Mixed scatter items.